shout. Come on. He said unto them, an enemy hath done this. It ain't Tim Smith that bothers me. It's the enemy. It ain't Doug Bentley that bothers me and makes me do things that I shouldn't do. It's the enemy that don't like me, Miss Davenport. The one that tells us it's all right. Go ahead. I told my son-in-law, well, his wife, and I guess I'll have to get to him too. I said, you know, I come home from church last Sunday and I don't want to see that happen no more. I don't want that bunch of idiots over here working on race cars on Sunday.
Amen. Bless him, Lord. Bless him.
Yeah, preacher, no, that's my heel.
Yeah. Amen.
Come on, amen. Louise said, you know, it don't look, and I appreciate my wife. She said, honey, it don't look good. I said, it don't look good. It ain't going to happen.
That's right.
I'll go up there and tell them bozos climbing their truck and go home herself. Yeah. Amen. Listen, honor, that's my land. Yeah. Amen. And I'm God's. And I'm supposed to obey God, amen. And if we can't be man or woman enough to stand up and say, that ain't going to be allowed in my house, or around where I live, then we're a weak Christian.
Amen.
My preacher, somebody's going to hang you one of these days. Well, somebody would cut me down, wouldn't you? The servant said unto him, listen to what the servant said. The servant said unto him, will thou then that we go and gather them up? But he said, nay, no, he said, lest while ye gather up the tares, ye root up also the wheat with them. Leave them alone. Let me handle this situation. Whew, Lucy, don't that make you want to do that? Whew, that spirit of God comes up in there and jumps up and down. Listen to what he said. Let both grow together until the harvest. And I'm going to tell you folks something. I'm going to say it real plain. It ain't long till the harvest. Amen. It ain't long till the harvest. Amen. I told my wife the other day, I said, God's got something. I said, he said, pray for everybody, and I do, but God's got it worked out to where it's going to work out like the Bible said. And I said, if you look at our president, he's already got it to where you can't buy nor sell. And one of these days, you're going to have that little chip in your hand or your arm or whatever before you can go to the grocery store and run over that thing and get anything. And, brother, I want to tell you, I will not be here when that day comes, and you won't either, because Miss Lucy, we're going home. Woo! Amen, Brother Stephen. We ain't going to stay behind and worry about what the devil's got to offer.
Amen.
But the Bible said, now listen, let them both go together. The harvest and the time of the harvest, I'll say to the reapers, gather ye together first the tares, and bind them in the bundle to burn them, but rather the wheat unto my barn. I want to ask you something today, church. Whose barn would you rather be in? Amen. Woo! Amen. I'd rather be in God's barn.
Amen.
Bible said the fellow over there said, oh man, my harvest is great, my barns is full, I'm going to just ride back and say, oh soul, take it easy. But he spoke as a foolish man. Yeah. If you say there ain't no God, you're foolish. Yeah. If you say God can't do what he says he'll do, you're foolish. Miss Shook's down here in the hospital, this church will get together and pray here today and believe God like we should. Her daughter will go get her singing.
Right. Amen.
Preacher, I don't believe that. See what I said?
Mom.
Because you ask not, you don't receive. And if you ask, you shall receive. If you knock, it'll be open. Amen. And given unto great measure.
Amen.
Woo! Lord, you know how come we can ask God to do things and he does it just to snap your finger.
Amen. Still on the throne.
Amen. What other day? I was kidding some of them Wednesday, and I listened to you and Tim on here. But went to the daycare and got my great-grandyoung, and they called and told me they had a fever, needed to come and get him. Got down and I was kidding my wife about this little black boy coming running out there to Louise. Said, Grandma. I said, I know you'd run around on me sometime or another. But you know, I took that little grand young into the house. They called me out and said, can you keep it? The Mars said they won't let them come, you know, to daycare. If it's got a fever, and I said, yeah, bring it on out. You don't have to ask Louise. I'm talking, bring it on. They come in the door, and I prayed for it, and it ain't had a fever since. Amen. Preacher, well, you think you done? Yeah, me and my God done it. Hey, I don't care what the world says. Amen. Don't call me if you don't want me to pray. Somebody knows me. You call me, I'll pray on the phone with you. Amen. I ain't just as good one end as the other, Jimmy. God will push her on through. Amen. What we need to do is to believe it and doubt not. Amen. I want to tell you one thing, and I'm going to hush. Read it and get us a song. I want to tell you this one thing. And when you ask, please believe. Don't doubt it. Believe it. Listen, I like that where you go to a funeral, Brother Stephen. Even they were dead, yet shall they live again. Because they died in belief, died in faith, believing that God, Brother Lance, is going to bring them back. Amen. It was over. I said that, Lance, I said it behind you back, and I'm going to say it in front of you right now. That was the sweetest funeral I've preached in age. Lance, was there a good spirit there, brother? Amen. His mother got up and sung at the funeral, and I don't know how she done it with her daughter. Her mama, wasn't it? Thank you, ma'am. But anyhow, she stood there and sung, Helen, and cried while she sung. And didn't miss a note. Because she could see, I believe. And now I looked there and she could believe, and she could see. And what she has seen, Mama is done on the other side. I said it over there, and I'll say here, she wasn't there. She done left. Amen. Wherever if I was to pass away before I get to the car out there today, and I might do it, we don't know. Brother Tim, if I do, wherever I fell on the ground is when the Spirit went back to God. I want to mention church something that me and Tim was talking about in Sunday school, Jimmy and all of it. You know, these people's got money and got everything, you know, and Miss Amanda, when they get married to somebody else, they say, I want you to sign a prenuptial agreement. Am I right? Well, did you know every one of you has signed one of them? You signed a prenuptial agreement not to never turn back to the devil. Come on, amen. I got to think about that last night, and I was about to come out of bed. Amen. I laid there and sung a couple songs she couldn't hear because she... What I'm talking about, we signed a prenuptial agreement. I promise you, God, that whatever you give me, you can have it back.
That's right.
Woo! Oh, now, mercy! God, you can have it back. I'm going to tell you right now, if you ain't got the kind to give back, you ain't got the kind. Because it all belongs to God. Let's all stand and sing. Here's the altar.